recess. This kid is outside, innocently walking towards the playground. He was just trying to go see his friends. Then another kid appears. He's slightly taller and he's sprinting towards this kid. And he's holding a bucket of a thick pink paint. The runner is closing the distance. This kid turns around. Yo, the kid screams, "Happy Splooge Day!" and dumps this thick pink paint all over this kid. He's completely covered. He's freaking out. The kid with the bucket just runs off into the woods. The paint doesn't wash off. It starts to harden fast. That afternoon, his parents had to peel this paint off of him piece by piece. The problem was, other students heard about this and they started having their own Splooge Day moments, which caused a big problem for the school. That's wild. There was this one kid in middle school. Everybody called him scrawny. All the girls said he was like their little brother. Hey Carla, how are you doing today? Hey Billy, I'm good. Aw, you're so cute. You're like my... Ooh, tough break, little guy. You know, girls will like you one day. Maybe. He hated it. Scrawny, short, little brother. Nobody ever took him seriously. But that summer, he had a last straw moment. He disappeared for 2 months, and he was lifting weights in his garage. The kid sits in the passenger seat. No coat, soaking wet shirt. He's shivering. His mom's driving. Her eyes are straightforward. She didn't ask him what happened. She didn't offer him a towel or anything. She just sat there. She didn't say a single word to him the entire ride. He just sat there in silence, freezing. It started during third period. A girl in his class showed up without a jacket, and she was wet from the rain. She was embarrassed. She was shivering. So this kid was like, "Hey, here, take my hoodie and my coat. You need it more than I do. Thank you so much, Julius." No big deal. But apparently it was. The teacher said it was inappropriate touching, and the shirt he was wearing had Shrek on it. And apparently that was against the rules. Dress code violation. He got written up, and get this, he was suspended and sent home. He didn't fight it, so now he's in that car ride with his mom, sitting in silence. He tried to talk to her, "Mom," but she just shushed him and turned the heat all the way up. That's wild. When he was 8, he loved Chef Boyardee. I love Chef Boyardee. Like, seriously. If it came in a can and tasted like metal and potatoes, I'm scarfing it up. One afternoon, he microwaves a bowl of it. Opens the can, puts it in a glass bowl, puts a glass bowl in the microwave, hits start. It dings. He reaches in immediately. And yeah, there's instant regret because the bowl is piping hot. So he drops it and it shatters all over the floor. Spaghetti, glass, everywhere. The mom rushes in and she snaps. "What were you thinking? Why would you do something like this?" The kid then starts to cry. And the mom instantly feels bad. She thinks he's crying because she snapped on him. It's okay, don't worry about it, you're fine. She's hugging him now, apologizing to him, wiping the tears off his face, and finally he says this. "It's not that, Mom. That was the last can of Chef Boyardee." That's crazy. Stephen was a quiet kid that got bullied for everything, but one day he decided to change that. It was a second-floor classroom. Stephen was sitting by the window, and he decided that today was the day he was not going to be bullied anymore and that he was going to become a legend. Now, the funny thing about Stephen was that he was actually shredded. Well, the teacher was mid-lesson, and Stephen opens up the window, and he jumps out. There was a single-story building right outside this window, so he just jumped down onto that. And then he started dancing. Like full-on dancing, poses, spins, his hands were in the air, frickin' jazz hands. One kid near the window said, "Bro thinks he's doing a halftime show." He was hyped. He thought he did a great dance, so he hopped down to the courtyard, walked back in school, and sat down in the classroom. But the thing is, nobody even saw him do it. Just that one kid by the window. Nice work, man. He was livid. He did all that because he wanted to be this legend of a kid who danced on the roof of the school building. But no one noticed him, so the next week he came and he did it again. Same class, same window, same routine, and again, nobody noticed. Did anybody see that? See what, Stephen, huh? The world does not revolve around you. Pay attention to the lesson. I hate my life. Okay, so when this kid was in 3rd grade, he refused to join some multi-class activity. Everybody was running around, they were doing stations, participating, and he wasn't. Well, the teacher finally walked over. "Now, dear, you can't be here without participating." She meant for him to go join a group. Well, he heard, "You're not allowed to be here." The teacher walks away expecting him to go join a group. And then he slips out of the crowd and leaves the school. And he just starts sprinting to nowhere specifically. He just picked a sidewalk and he decided to sprint. He got 3 miles away. A family friend sees him on the shoulder of a road, like he's on some solo pilgrimage. Billy, does your mom know you're out here? I'm not allowed to be there. The family friend sighs, unlocks the car, and then drives the kid home. His mom opens the door, and she's furious. She's like, wait a minute. What are you doing here? Where were you? The worst part is, school had been over for hours, and they never noticed this happened. Yeah, that's insane. It was the end of the day, and this 3rd grade teacher's class was getting ready to go home. One of her students was arguing with her about the homework due the next day. Miss, you gave us too much homework. I think it's a perfect amount of homework. You'll do fine. No, I won't. I'm not gonna do it. Oh, you're not, huh? No, the homework's stupid. I'm not gonna do it. How would you like if I called your mom right now and told her that her son is being difficult and telling me he's not gonna do his homework? Don't bring my mom into this. Your mom is probably so fat when she walks the earth shakes. My mom's dead. My mom is dead. And then the class just sat there in silence for about 10 minutes while their teacher cried. The next day, there was a sub. This math teacher was a total freaking nightmare. She required every student to have a specific scientific calculator in her class. The calculator cost $100, but if you forgot yours, too bad. She wouldn't lend you one and you were not allowed to share or borrow off of anybody else's when you were in the classroom. Well, one Saturday, a junior named Marcus was biking in his neighborhood when he spots a massive garage sale. Oh, that looks sick. He goes up and takes a closer look and he finds an absolute gold mine. This tech hoarder was selling a box of 15 perfect condition graphing calculators for $1 each. Well, Marcus didn't even blink. He bought all of them. I'm gonna buy all of them. He dropped $15, took everything home, and he realized he was sitting on over $1,000 of technology. Well, the next Monday, he brought these to school to start a little business. He would stand right outside of that rude teacher's classroom door. It would be 5 minutes before the bell, and he would rent them out to students that didn't have these calculators. Hey, psst, you need one? I know she's tough. $5 to rent for the class period. Oh my God, thank you so much. There's a test today. I was gonna fail it. I got you, dog. After a while, word spread and people would just message him like, hey, got any calculators today? I need one for the class. Yeah, I got a few left. I'll meet you by the bathroom in 10. The teacher eventually said that students could no longer rent these calculators, but that rule never really stuck because at that point, she's just using any excuse to fail students. This kid retired at the end of the year, and he sold those calculators to people that would buy them for like half the price. But he swears he saved a lot of people's grades that year, and that is respect. This high schooler wore a distracting t-shirt one day. That shirt's inappropriate. Office, now. Are you serious? The principal told him his t-shirt was inappropriate and also too busy, and that it went against the dress code. You're lucky, hundreds of years ago, people had to wear classy and elegant clothes wherever they went. Tomorrow, wear a different t-shirt. So that night, he went home and he read the student handbook. Then he had his mom drive him to a costume store, and he picked up an outfit in the style of 1700s men's fashion. The next day, he goes into school wearing that. What are you wearing? Get to the office now. He tried to write him up. Excuse me, there's nothing in the handbook that says I can't wear this. Plus yesterday you said 200 years ago people wore classy and elegant clothes everywhere. Well, look at me. Wait. He couldn't get in trouble for this. He was sent on his way, and the rest of school, everyone thought he was awesome for wearing this. After that day, the dress code changed, and they never called him out for wearing a distracting t-shirt ever again.